Hey guys, sitting here waiting for you guys. Hello everybody from Facebook and YouTube. I miss you guys. If you're watching replay, it's fine too. You see, I have a very strange setting today. This two camera is actually facing a mirror, so you guys can see each other. How cool is that? One of them is the Facebook, and the other one is YouTube. Okay, hurrah, hurrah. Guys, it's summer here. Unfortunately, we don't have so much of a spring here in north of Sweden. Our spring is really, it's like doesn't exist. I remember like 3 weeks ago, in fact 2 weeks ago, can you believe that it's snowing here? And also my friend keeps sending me all those pictures about how much snow we have here. And I was thinking, yeah, maybe this year might be a bad year for foraging, but it's not true. According to the local, they say that this is a very good year because when the spring comes later, it means that the summer it will be getting longer. So guys, I'm really excited. My first guest will arrive on Monday, and I was thinking maybe to do something for my video because I would not be able to use my kitchen for live streaming. So I would predict that all my live streaming will be outdoor. So I need to find a way, to go outdoor, and maybe I have to get more data so that I could do some short live streaming and show you how beautiful this country is. As you guys know, I'm really into foraging. Foraging is a collection of wild food that you could eat, consume, or you could make them into medicine. I really like this concept because it's like free food, and also you could benefit up from all this plant which is free in Sweden. In Sweden, the forest is very big, so you can pick berries, you can pick plants, you can pick food, and it's for free. But unfortunately, the local people doesn't really do that. But they only pick mostly mushroom because mushroom is more valuable. And this year, I'm going to learn how to pick a new Japanese mushroom. I'm going to try and figure out and do some research about that mushroom, and hopefully I could find them. And if I find them, I'm going to live stream and I'm going to show you guys. And hopefully if I can cook them, it will be even nicer, so that I can show you why the Japanese paid like $1,000 for just a little bit of this mushroom, right? So this is going to be a really exciting year for me, and I hope to find that mushroom. I'm like a mushroom freak, I know LG doesn't like mushroom, but as long as I'm eating it and I'm enjoying it, I just want to feel the taste of it, because it must be a reason why it's so expensive, right? Hi Stephanie. So guys, hi YouTube. So you guys have joined in, please say hello, and maybe we could talk and discuss what you guys like to see, what kind of content you want to see, so I'll see if I can produce them. All right, so on Monday I will be moving out from my apartment, and I will be staying either in the summer house or in LG's apartment. Right now, my apartment is almost fully booked. There's only 3 or 4 days left towards end of June, and that is the only day that was left. So you can go into my Airbnb, go and check it out. The only possibility for renting my Airbnb is perhaps maybe middle of July, if you are fast enough, because I noticed that people are watching according to the statistic, and people are looking at my Airbnb, and they might be interested to just grab the opportunity. Hi Stephanie. So I think what most importantly I wanted to share with you guys in this live streaming, besides telling you guys about my updates, what I will be doing, I also want to share with you my my thoughts about traveling, because traveling to me uh, is really important. I find that when we travel, we learn a lot of things. And if we travel and we are not learning, then what's the purpose of traveling? It's just to enjoy eating. You can make good food at home and enjoy still, a very good life. So I think it all depends on the objective of your purpose of your travel. If you're interested to learn, uh, of course, traveling and learning all the new things from people, and if you're given the opportunity to get to know local people, would be the best. And I'm so lucky this time that I got in contact with a local guide from Show Around. If you guys know the app called Show Around, in fact, I'm also the guide there. So I contacted her and I said, hey, you know what? I need to see Greece, no tourists see. Uh, you think you could help me? And she said, yeah, I can bring you to places, like to the Butterfly Valley, which is quite touristy, and then the animal farm, which is again I find is a bit touristy. But I think the main important uh, thing is not what you see, is how you feel, right? The company that you're going with. Uh, and I think that she's only just 25 years old, Stella, my local guide from Greece. But there are tons of things I learned from her. And I'm really amazed, that we could exchange so much information for both me living in Sweden and her living in Greece, in terms of culture, tradition, and how each country operates. I think it's really interesting. She is starting to be a political journalist, and also she has a blog. If you guys are interested, I'm going to put her link into this video so that you can check her out too. All right, so let me see. I love to travel around the world to learn about other culture and see beautiful countries and meet new people. Exactly. Very often as a tourist, we don't get to meet people, right? We follow on a tour, and all we do is eat and take pictures, and when we come home we look at all the picture. Hey, what the heck, what is all this? And then you open up your luggage and all souvenirs. For who? Not for yourself, but for people. Of course, it's good to reward people that you love. But then I felt like, if you go to people's house, you will always see souvenirs being thrown away, or souvenirs hanging around, not doing anything, not serving any purpose. So I find that being able to tell a story. I was with LG's mom yesterday and the day before, and she's really sick. She's almost dying. So when I sat with her and I told her about my trips and what kind of stories, and in fact there was a very, very interesting, scary story which I'm going to share with you towards the end of this video. Is being able to share your story and pass it on to other people who appreciate things, because I think, who really care about Eiffel Tower? Who really care about the tallest hotel in the whole world, right? But I think what catches people mostly is the story of the local people, which I find is fascinating. And unfortunately, we were not given the chance to do that as a tourist. But as a traveler, you get to do that. You get to see how people live, you get to know them on a very personal level, and you get to feel the country, you get to learn more about the country. No tourists have that opportunity. But if you're a traveler, you get so much knowledge, you get so much feedback from people. And to me, LG was with us on the trip, and we exchanged so much information, and I find that that is what that makes traveling very, very interesting. That when you came back, just before I left Sweden, for the holiday, I was actually very cluttered. My mind was like all over the place. I was pretty stressful because I didn't understand where I should go, what I should do, and which direction I should go. So I think traveling is really, really important. If you guys felt like at this point, yeah, you had enough and you want to recharge, this is a good time to do that. And you definitely have nothing to lose. For me, I would think that I hired Stella at the very minimal price. She only charged $9 per hour, which is ridiculously cheap, because I find that with all the knowledge that I get, all the inside information, is definitely worth my time and my money. And I was really, really happy. Me and LG, we were really, really happy about the trip, and we felt like, And when we came back to the hotel, when we tell, we happen to know a few friends during the trip, and when we were getting to know more people, and they were very curious where we go, because we were like disappeared all the time, all day. All this other people did was mostly they just went there just for a retreat, just to chill out, go to the beach, suntan, or at a pool, have some nice food, drink a beer, and maybe listen to some music at home, or maybe at a pub, and then go to bed. So for me, I felt like I can do this at home. Why should I do it there, right? Uh, I mean, we have very nice weather here in Sweden during the summer. So again, we were very, very lucky to find a guide that are able to guide us and give us so much information. And I could tell that these people, when they found out that we were on this private guided trip, they were very envious. They wonder, how nice it is if we could follow. In fact, I did offer them the opportunity to follow us, but maybe they are too shy. The Swedes, they are very shy. But if I was to given the opportunity, I would definitely do that, because I even want to pay for the trip to just to load off a little bit. But I find that most importantly, a trip is not just a time for you to just get drunk. Or yeah, I know we got a few drinks on the first 2 nights. We were pretty wild on the first 1 2 night. We went to these pubs where they have live music from the first night, and then the second night everybody was like, was in a mood. So we drank a little bit, but not to the extent where we felt tipsy. We just felt like, okay, we need 1 or 2 beer, and that's it. But LG, he drank a lot. He was almost drunk. Not drunk, but he was not very sober, right? But I think he has a good time. I think he deserves to have a good time. Why not? So my perspective about travel is that you could gain so many knowledge by just doing nothing. And I notice a lot of people, they like to plan, right? Okay, I'll go with the travel agent, and then I plan to do this. And if you don't do, and you plan, your expectation is really high, because you will expect to see this. And most often, people are disappointed, because they always have this imagination in their mind. Okay, I'm going to, like in the advertisement, I'm going to be at Eiffel Tower drinking champagne, and I'm going to, no, stop that, all right, guys, please. Because that is just costing you money. And I don't find there is any purpose of just being the highest hotel in the world drinking champagne. To me, I find it's a waste of time. I'm sorry for those of you who enjoy that, but it's really not my kind of thing. And we are so glad that everybody has a different kind of thoughts. So my kind of interest is I like to learn, and because I like to learn and I find traveling very interesting, and I hope that I could create something that is similar, that I could offer to the guests that come stay with my Airbnb. And I'm really pleased and really happy that because I just actually just initially market my Airbnb just very recently, and I get messages from people asking me, "Oh, how do I get there? How can I book? Just for the hotel, and then you guide me." But they didn't know that I have Airbnb. That's why I decided to promote my Airbnb, and also LG. He just got started. In fact, yesterday I just went to help him the whole day in the afternoon, just taking pictures on his properties, on his bedroom. I spent 2 days there, and I tried to help him out to restyle the place a little bit because he really need help, and he don't know what to do. And I think that the space he has is a norm. It's so big, the bedroom. It's so big, the living room, and the space that he has is like almost 100, about 1,000, maybe about 1,500 square feet on his apartment. And for my apartment, it's like half the size of his apartment. But we are charging almost the same. So guys, if you want to come and visit us in Sweden, the only way to do that is to check on us on Airbnb. I have 2 listed property there. There's no way you could book on my apartment up to middle of July, but after that it's open. As for LG's, his apartment is available from beginning of June to I think the end, towards the end, to the 20th, and after 20th, the 22nd, it might be occupied again because there's a guy who wants to extend the stay, and there might be a lady from Sweden who are planning to come here for 5 days on my natural wild food cooking package. So I'm not so sure if that is confirmed, but that is the only chance. So it's between 5th to 9th of June, which is most likely occupied, and also the 20th to the 22nd of June. And I cannot guarantee that it will be occupied after that. Most likely it might be, because then my place is not available. My place is fully occupied until middle of July. All right, so this is about my updates on my coming months. And because I'm not staying here, so I will be moving out. I will be doing live streaming, as I said, outdoor. So in May, towards end of May, starting from next week, I would like to bring you guys out to the nature, if it's possible, to show you guys what kind of species, what kind of plant we have that is edible. If you guys are interested, and if you're new here, please subscribe, click onto the button, and then follow me. The same at Facebook, you can do the same. And for June, because our spring is really late, the dandelion, the spruce tips, and also the birch, and also the clover and the nettles will come most likely beginning of June. So I plan to do some live streaming too in the nature, so you can take a look and join me in the nature and see how I harvest and how I pick them. And I hope that I could also do a video, but since I'm live streaming, it also can be replicated, so I could always share them on Facebook or on YouTube, so you can find that. All right, but it will not be like a long video because I just want to show like 5 or 10 minutes maximum on each video, and it's going to be randomly because I really will be very busy because my Airbnb is running and I have guests here all the time. So I have to keep them entertained. I have to offer them my service. Maybe they need some sightseeing, maybe they need some transportation, maybe they need some shopping guide. So I'm not so sure how the schedule is going to be like. So from June, July and August, my schedule will not be Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 17 CET anymore, unfortunately. But I'll try, right? I'll try to accommodate like short live streaming on randomly. So please, if you like to follow me and don't want to miss the live streaming, don't forget to join me and subscribe. All right. And also in July, there is a very peak time for strawberries. And if you guys want to know how we pick strawberries here in Sweden, that is the time. And I hope I could do some live streaming at the strawberry farm. And if I can, I will try and do a live streaming at LG's summer house, all right, and show you guys how beautiful and how relaxing it is there. And also, hopefully in August, we have some, hi Nikki, and also in August, we have a mushroom season. Mushroom is a really interesting vegetable. And I would like to, you know, bring a few people. And if you guys are really keen, maybe June, July, August, towards end of August would be the best time if you want to join me for this trip, the hunting trip. So maybe you shouldn't book too early. You should book like towards end of August, because that is when the mushroom will start to come. And it's always good to book them towards end, because that is when the mushroom are new and fresh, and you could also learn how to preserve them. So what we do is we'll go pick mushroom together. I will tell you exactly and show you what are the mushroom you can pick and what are the mushroom you cannot pick. It is really important that you learn the skill. And when you learn the skill, no, there is no problem. You can go on your own, but then we try to stick together. And when we pick and we have enough mushroom, we'll come back to our kitchen and then we try to make a few dishes together and we'll enjoy. And if you like, if you pick a lot, we can even learn how to preserve it. And there's two ways you could preserve it. It's either you dry it, which is really good because during that time, the air is very dry here. So you could use a hydrator, which I have at home. You can borrow them and hydrate them. You just need an overnight to hydrate them. And if you're saying like 7 days, that will be fine, because then you know that you have enough time to dry your mushroom. If you bring the mushroom back, I did try that before. I did brought some dried mushroom, which I tried to dry here, and it just took like half day. It was not even half day, it was like a few hours. Then I brought it back to Singapore, and you know Singapore, the weather is very humid, right, in Asia. And then the mushroom becomes soggy and it becomes like molded. I don't understand. Maybe it's because it's too dry. So I wouldn't suggest that you bring a half-dried mushroom home, because people say you can dry in the sun, but I don't think so. It's so good to be in the sun, because in the sun you might damage the nutritious value. So the best way is to dry in a really dry air, which is what I suggest. Early in the week, we go pick mushroom, and then you have like at least 5 days ahead for you to dry your mushroom properly before you carefully pack them and bring it back home to your country. All right, so I think that is really important. And also, I think this year I would really like to learn new plant, and I would like to experience different plant. Like I heard about the ostrich fern, which is really delicious and really nutritious, and it has a lot of benefits for our health. So I thought, why not? I'm going to experiment that myself, do a stir fry and see whether it is good or not. Right? I'm really excited. I just read about some information about some new plants that I can try eating, and some of the plants are really good for complexion because I'm really scared of getting old. So I think that will be an interesting and challenging project for me. All right, so I'll keep you guys informed. And lastly, guys, I'm not gonna drag your time because I know your time is precious. I'm gonna just give shout out to my latest project with Fanfare. Fanfare is a company that help ambassador to work with brands, and these are the brands that always have campaign. I have already included the link into this video description, so you can click onto the link and check that out. But before you do that, let me explain to you what Fanfare is. Fanfare is an app that this company has developed. Its purpose is to help brand to start a campaign and get ambassador to promote them within their fans club. And you guys know that I'm all about traveling and food, right? And my favorite brand is actually Lee Kam Ki, which I really like. I've been using this brand for like ages. That's the only brand that I trusted. And also like airline company and Fanfare, they have a lot of companies and they partner with a lot of travel company. And if you guys are interested to win, sometimes they might even have like free trips. They even have the latest campaign was this Osim. If you guys know, Osim is a very big Japanese company that sells health machine. They are one of the most established one in Southeast Asia, and they have the most amazing product in Southeast Asia. And I suggest that you go and check them out, especially if you have back pain. I bought a belt many years ago that I'm still using. That belt, I think that belt was like 20 years ago and it's still working. So and that is really good when I have my back pain, when I have my neck pain. I'm still using it and I really like that. So I hope that I could work with company like that that help people in their health, and that is all my channel is all about: healthy food, travel tips, and maybe hopefully some good tools that you guys can benefit from. Charity, hi. So guys, let me just shout out, right? The first thing I would like you guys to do is go and click onto the Fanfare link, check onto the app, install the app, and then follow me in my fans, search for me, Estee Weng. You will find me and you can add me as your friend. And then when you like and share, the chances for you to win prizes is very good because this app is really brand new. There is not many people notice that yet, but because companies and brands, they are really eager to give away, you know, their product for people to try their new product. So it is the best time that you go install that onto your phone and try and do some short video because you don't have competition at all right? And the chance for you to win is extremely high. So I suggest that you do that because you definitely would get a chance to win prizes because you don't have anybody to compete with you, right? You go and check it out and then you know what I mean. But I'm going to give you guys a very quick list about all the sponsor from this app, all right? All the big brand. We have Nitro, we have Apple, we have Bloomsbury Bakers. This is, I think it's from Singapore. And we have Club Bali, we have Club Med, Mediterranean, and then we have this Quartz Furniture, which is one of the most biggest furniture. It's not like IKEA, but you know, it's big. They are really big. We have GNC, Inside Travel Club, guys. If you're into travel, you should be there, all right? Go and do some short video. And the expectation, you don't have to be really high quality. As long as you have a handphone, not necessary to have the latest handphone, and that handphone enable you to create video. And I'm going to teach you how to do that if you guys are interested in winning. And you can do really good quality. I'm going to give you guys link how to do and create video so that you can use it and to win prizes, all right? Because this is so fun and I want you guys to win, all right? And we have Jimoto. Yeah, I think it's a ramen for company in Singapore, right? Jamito, I haven't been there. So they have a campaign too. What you need to do is to go there and soup the ramen and do a video, really short one, and then post it to the app, and then they will pick the one that has the most sexiest soup, and you get to win prizes. I think the prize was like a few free meals. I think that is quite funny and it's quite strange. Or maybe you might get cash. I wasn't into that because it's too far away to me for me to go to Singapore to soup and to just to win a few $100s. But you know, if you guys are in Singapore, use the opportunity because I think they have really good noodles, right? And also they have this makeup, a Mini Cooper. Mini Cooper, hello, Mini Cooper. That's my favorite brand car. I just love Mini Cooper and I hope that I can own a Mini Cooper. But in Sweden, to have Mini Cooper is really unpractical because Mini Cooper is very low. So our snow is very quite a lot, right? So sometimes the car got stuck in the snow. So but that's my favorite brand. If I'm in Singapore, I would buy a Mini Cooper. But you know, again, car in Singapore is ridiculously expensive. So maybe you might win a Mini Cooper, all right? So bear that in mind. If you want to win some attractive prizes, go and check them out. And also Osim and also Onitsuka Tiger. I don't know what is this. I think it's some kind of fashion wear from Japan. I think they are really popular. And we have this Pear Mineral Water. And there's one Reflection Organic Makeup. And I think that is a really good makeup because everything is organic. And Snow City, Singapore. And I don't know about this pot at Singapore. I don't know what is that. I haven't checked it out. Starbucks, anyone would know. And then they have this really nice tea, really sweet. I love the flavors of this tea. It's TWG. And in Singapore, we have a few exclusive like a tea house where they serve nothing else but just this tea. And it's quite expensive. But this tea is the highest quality you can find in the market. Alright, if you haven't tried this, go find out what this tea is. TWG, alright? When you go into the app, go and search onto the tag because the tag is where all the company sponsor will appear on a list. And there you could, you know, do video. And what you need to do is just to put a tag to that company. Let's say, let me just give you an example. If you are drinking a coffee at Starbucks, right? So what you need to do to win a prize, you just need to do a, like maybe like you're enjoying the Starbucks coffee. Choose the coffee that you really enjoy drinking and ask your friend, or even you can do it by yourself. Just do like a 10-second or 15-second, depending on the requirement on the rules, and just send it. Because I think if you're going to look at the other people who send it, they don't really produce a really high, I don't think so it's required that they want you to produce really high quality resolution. The main problem is they want it to be authentic. And the more authentic it is, the higher the chance for you to win prizes is. Alright, so keep that in mind. It's very, very easy. And if you guys like, send me a comment. I'll teach you how to do a live video using their app. And also Tesla, I never heard about this, but LG was telling me Tesla is a very, very good car. It's an electrical car manufactured in USA. I haven't really looked at the specification of the car, but I was really impressed. The shape, the car, they have done a lot of tests, and it's really, really impressive. We don't have that car in Sweden yet, unfortunately. So I can't be part of the campaign, unfortunately. Garden pharmacy, everybody knows, right? So guys, I hope you guys have a good view on the sponsor. And you know, you don't have to like, you must win, but it's fun to be part of like the game, you know, just to game, just to win some nice prizes and make your day brighter, right? Sometimes it's not uh, how much you win, sometimes it's the joy that you brought into your own life, and we are responsible for doing that. Okay, so I hope you guys have a nice uh, updates on what I will be doing. And if you guys have any question pertaining to my B&B or pertaining to my YouTube channel, uh, I will try to put the roads video as soon as I can, because my roads video is actually taking up all my memories on my phone. So I'm going to try and clear it as soon as possible. And hopefully you guys get some very practical tips on how you should travel, on what to expect on roads. Alright, and the story that I'm going to share with you guys, alright, I have this video. It's in my video. I'm still amazed by that. I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna laugh at me, because for me to see somebody naked right in front of me is like absurd. What happened was that I was in a restaurant with LG. We were eating and we saw a few friends was there, and we were asking them, the waiter, hey, because there is it's like a windmills by the sea, like a lighthouse. You're gonna see that video. I'm gonna post that video. And just outside the windmill is like a terrace that the owner of this windmill actually let the restaurant owner to use it for free. And the reason why I'm gonna tell you. So I saw that was like in the inner part of the restaurant. So I thought, hey, it looks so strange, right? Everything looks so fancy. It's gold, it's like a lot of statue in there. So I asked the waiter, I said, hey, you know, can you tell me what is inside? And he said, do you dare to go in? I said, why? Tell me. He said, well, you better bring somebody around with you if you want to go there. So I said, okay, but I don't think LG wants to go there, so I'm going by myself. So I went in there, and first I saw this mannequin. They were dressed very strangely. They had this very colorful outfit, very strange. It's like a very mentally disturbed kind of art, which I don't understand. So as I walk into the shop, because it's like a curve, right? It's like a circle, so you have to walk to decide. So the minute I walk further in, I'm more and more afraid, because I start to see really, really weird stuff, like the penis statue. I see some very strange painting, and also some mini manicure, like a mermaid, you know, hanging in the wall. And I was like, okay, what the heck is that? And then I heard this voice calling me, hello, hello. And I said, okay, what is that? Just walk in. And I almost fainted, because I saw this man who is wearing a hat. He has quite long hair, and he was sitting on a wheelchair, fully naked, and he has only one small towel to cover his dick. I was like, what am I doing? I was so shocked, because I didn't expect there would be a naked man standing in front of. I'm not standing, he was like, his feet was amputated. One of his feet was amputated. So I was already very shocked to see an amputated naked man, right? And then he took me on his hand. Hello, hello. And I shook his hand because it was rude not to do that. So because he seems nice, he doesn't seem strange. And I start to realize on his table, he has two tables. The one that he sat beside, and there's another table just, not far away. And that two table was full of alcohol. And they have this alcohol that is in a box, like 3 or 5 liters, really big one. I've never seen that kind of size before. And also they have so many small bottles of strong spirit alcohol. And he said, do you need a drink? I said, no, I don't think so. I was like freaking out. And there's this man who sat beside him and actually was talking to him in Greek. He was like amazed because he saw how freaked out I was. So I was like, okay, I better try to control myself not to freak out. So I stand there and I said, oh, I can't drink this. I don't drink. I think I better go and get my boyfriend, and he's sitting outside. Oh yeah, bring your boyfriend in. Oh my god. Okay. I said, okay, I'm going out to get him if he likes to come in. And I went out. My feet was shivering because I was so freaked out. And then I came out, my face was all pale. LG saw me and he was laughing. He said, what are you doing? Why do you look so pale? I told him everything. And I asked him, I said, do you want to go in? No way! He said, no way I'm going in there. So you see guys, traveling is like experiment. It's experimenting yourself, your guts, whether you want to go out of your comfort zone. That's what we all do all the time. We always feel like, oh, we want to be comfortable, we want to be guided, we don't dare to step out of what we usually not do or do. So I think it's really important that we understand that we are in control. We know what we are doing. Like in this situation, I didn't regret not going in there. In fact, I was appreciating my guts that I'm willing to go in there and see such a naked man. But again, I said, I have nothing to lose. I'm just gaining another story that I could share with you guys. And hopefully this will bring you guys a story that you could tell and pass it on. And I think the purpose of him, and I asked him, I didn't ask him because I asked somebody to went in there and asked him, and one of my friends came out and she told me, she said, this guy, the naked man, he's actually a rich guy. He's so rich, he has a castle. And in that castle, he has like, I don't know, 18, 20 rooms that he rent out to tourists. And his wife is taking care of that place. And he's taking care of these windmills. And he literally sit there doing nothing. He has all the things in the house that was so nice. I mean, some of the things I don't understand. Some of the things are arts. So to him, it's like no value. To him, it's like a lot of value. To us, it's like, we don't understand. And he said to me, he said, you know what? Money is not the thing. You can pay me any amount that you want. If you feel like something that you are interested, just give me the amount of money that you want. Basically, I just like to sit here and talk to people and learn things from tourists. Bingo! That was exactly what I'm after, right? So to him, for being such a wealthy man, he is disabled, sat there the whole day talking to tourists, just hoping that, you know, he could find some comfort or maybe some attention. I think that is a pretty smart. I don't know if he has any kids, but I think that is a very good life to just sit there the whole day. But of course, he freaks a lot of people out. And that is where he's so used to it. He said, oh, don't worry. If you don't come back, it's still fine. I was like, oh, okay. Thank God. He didn't take it so personally. I just hope that, you know, he finds some great company, because I think that is all he's after. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed this story. And I have a lot more story that I would like to share with you on my trips, and also what I personally feel when I travel. Do hit me a line on the comment if you have any question at all. I will be producing the roads video with some links, some useful links on places that you can go and visit, and maybe restaurant that you can eat, and also what is the best way to see roads from an insider. All right, so today is Wednesday, and Friday we are actually planning to move to the summer house on weekend. So I don't know how the arrangement is like yet, but I hope that I could do a live streaming just before we move. But because there will be so many things to do here, a lot of cleaning, I need to clear everything, my clothes and some of my belongings, because I want to make space for people to live here, because they're going to be spending here like 1.5 months. So there's a lot of things for me to do. So I will keep you guys informed. But after this week, from next week onward, my live streaming is going to be on random basis. I could be on just YouTube, or I could be just on Facebook. I try to be on both platforms at the same time is possible, because right now I have 2 devices, but it's going to be really costly. So I'm going to figure out how to deal with that. But if you are also my subscriber at Facebook or YouTube, I think YouTube is better, because YouTube you will get like a notification that is really loud. On Facebook you don't really get that ding notification. So I would suggest that you hop on to YouTube and subscribe me there. And because I'm able to repurpose YouTube video, but I'm unable to repurpose Facebook video. So the chances is I will do more YouTube video. All right. And of course, if I can replicate it to Facebook, I would definitely do that. For those of you guys who still prefer to stick onto YouTube and be faithful YouTuber, you Facebooker. All right. So have to go. I'm going to have my dinner. I'm really hungry. Bye. Bye guys. And don't forget to check out the link, alright, for the Fanfare.